What's good? It's your boy Shot Shooter, aka J Shields, back with another video. One of my favorite content. Nuke dropped another video, so we finna get to it, man. I love these videos, man. Even though I'll never be in these situations, but it's imagination.
Top 5 ghosts
That count.
caught on camera. Followed home. Now, longtime viewers of my channel might remember that almost 1 year ago, I featured a series of videos by a young Dutch woman named Sabia L. Sabia claimed that her apartment in the Netherlands was haunted by something that lurked in the shadows. Something dark and sinister.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Kijk, zie. Jezus. Poes gaat er ook al vandoor. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, bro.
As time went by, the paranormal activity in Sabia's apartment intensified, becoming so terrifying that Sabia began to live in abject fear of whatever evil presence might be haunting her home.
Licht elke keer. Oh.
Bruh.
Dat was een stem. Dat was een stem. Oh, Jezus.
9 months ago, Sabia L suddenly just stopped posting to YouTube entirely, leaving her concerned fans and followers wondering just what happened. But then, just 3 months ago, Sabia made a surprise return to her YouTube channel. She posted only one short video. The post was a positive one, letting her followers know that she had finally saved up enough money to move out of her terrifying haunted apartment. The 30-second video shows Sabia giving one final walkthrough of the empty apartment. Her optimistic video title proclaimed, "Last video, haunted apartment in the Netherlands. No more poltergeist activity for me." As you might guess, Sabia L's nightmarish story did not end there.
What you
Sabia
mean?
says that she experienced months of peace and relaxation in her new home. But then strange and disturbing things began to happen all over again. The odd events quickly became more and more unsettling. One night, the lights in her hallway begin to flicker, so she pulls out her phone and begins to record. She encounters something absolutely horrifying.
This plays way
Knippen er
better.
weer aan en uit in de hal. Oh, in het nieuwe huis. Dat. Oh, ik durf niet. Oh, ik durf niet.
Yo, her place is way bigger than the last. How much money did she save?
Verdorie. Helemaal klaar mee.
Bruh. Someone standing right there.
Oh. durf echt niet. Donder op, ik ga er niet naartoe. Ik bel wel iemand.
Did you see it?
They were
Sabia
standing
turns away
right
from
there.
the hallway as the light fixture suddenly moves on its own. When she turns back, the hall light has gone out again, and something dark and menacing seems to be waiting there for her. Whatever it is then seems to charge up the stairs, but understandably, Sabia does not follow.
Hello.
Sabia L. believes that the dark, malevolent being that haunted her old apartment has now followed her to her new home. But what do you think? Let me know down in the
No,
comments.
before it was a
You can
female
watch this
with
video
hair
as well as all of Sabia
on her
L's
old
past
apartment.
terrifying encounters over on her channel, Sabia
This
L.
looked like it might be the same.
A window to the
The shadow
soul.
was leading it over before.
So this is a story that starts weird and just gets weirder. But first, a little bit of history. Way back in 1679, Irish Catholic priest Oliver Plunkett was arrested for supporting the Catholic faith, which at the time was considered a serious criminal offense by the English monarchy. He was held in Newgate Prison in London before being executed. And so here's where things get really weird. Over 240 years later, in 1921, Oliver Plunkett's head, yes, just his head, was brought to St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland, where it was put on display in a garish, ornately decorated glass box. The St. Peter's Church also placed on display the prison door of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell from Newgate Prison, where Plunkett was held for 8 months before his execution. YouTube user Vicky Bramshaw was on vacation when she visited St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland. She is recording the exhibit of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell door when she catches something absolutely unnerving.
I can't, bro.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
He's a very interesting figure because he was one of the first
Dude, there's a face in that door.
There is a small opening in the ancient jail cell door, and some pale, ghostly face just seems to peek out of it at them. Vicky says she has no idea what this face could be. She says she has no knowledge of visual effects to fake something like this, and she didn't even notice the face until she reviewed her footage later.
Of course, look at the
So is
camera
this the
quality.
ghost of Oliver Plunkett still peering from his old jail cell door? Or is it just a very, very odd trick of the light? You decide. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Haunting Tales of Chernobyl. On April 26, 1986, reactor number 4 in the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded, resulting in the worst nuclear catastrophe in history. A total of 117,000 people were evacuated, but many suffered horrific tragic deaths as lethal levels of radiation swept over the countryside. To this day, the land around the reactor is still highly radioactive. It has been deserted for over 35 years.
Oh.
Italian paranormal investigators Paolo, Debbie, Jack, and Simone from the YouTube channel Pit Paranormal Investigation have the unique opportunity to explore and investigate the abandoned ghost towns surrounding the Chernobyl power plant.
I bet there's
Experienced tour guide Alex
hundreds of
safely
ghosts.
escorts the group through the dangerous area. The Pit team begins their journey in Pripyat, the city closest to the Chernobyl power plant. The nervous investigators soon realize that they have to conduct their investigation in an entirely different way than normal, as everything around them is highly contaminated with radioactive fallout.
E dobbiamo completamente cancellare tutte le abitudini che abbiamo.
Tutte. Ed è una cosa
È
difficilissima.
difficilissimo, ma anche solo appoggiare uno zaino momentaneamente per terra.
Non si può.
Non si può.
That's
appoggiare, non lo so,
radiation
un
must
ginocchio
be
per
there
terra
for-
per legarti la scarpa. Non si può. Raga, è veramente una
They probably
cosa
don't even
Guardate,
ever
solo
go
così,
away.
cioè, questo è un contatore Geiger.
That's why I'm glad they
misura le
banned that.
radiazioni.
Well, the
Solo per
treaty
dirvela
ain't
brevemente,
broken
siamo
for the
1,40,
war
1,50.
of using nuclear
E contate che la
weapons.
soglia massima,
We'll all
massima
die.
è 0,30.
Now, most of the abandoned buildings in Pripyat are extremely dangerous to enter,
I
so
wouldn't
it's
even do
illegal to
this.
go inside most structures. For this reason, investigator Paolo has brought along a small remote-controlled car with an attached GoPro. He carefully drives it into one of the abandoned structures as he records. After a bit of exploring with the RC car, he stops it inside and leaves the camera recording in an attempt to capture anything out of the ordinary. When they review their footage, the team is shocked.
Yo, what the?
Now, as I mentioned before, Paolo and his team are all outside and no one is allowed into this building. So what is this? A strange shadow moves from right to left, seemingly followed by two other strange shadow anomalies. Soon the investigators are forced to leave the area, as they can only be exposed to the high radiation level for a limited time. Another night, and the Pit Paranormal team has the unique opportunity to explore the abandoned old Chernobyl hospital. Obviously, the building was the site of intense tragedy and suffering, as many passed away here during the Chernobyl meltdown. It is said that their spirits still haunt the hospital. The Pit team brings all of their equipment, hoping to properly investigate the hospital and maybe even make contact with any spirits that might inhabit the building. What they capture is truly bizarre.
But they can go in this building, but not the other one. And the other one was clearly, obviously outside. Broken windows.
L'hai sentito? L'hai sentito? L'hai sentito?
Cos'era sta botta?
Ma forte. Raga.
Cos'era?
L'hai sentito? Cos'era?
Ok, l'avete sentito?
Sì.
Ma di brutto, era di là.
Di là, sì, sembrava uno strumento con qualcosa che si spostava.
Qua dentro.
Arrivava da una direzione. Arrivava.
Sì,
Per favore, andiamo.
A strange, unexplained sound startles the Pit Paranormal team. Paolo grabs his thermal camera and starts to record. What happens next is downright chilling.
Vado. Vai. Foto che ansia.
Ma che rumore era?
Allora,
I bet there's a whole bunch of ghosts in every door.
tanti oggetti qua.
No, però potrebbe essere qualcosa dentro una stanza. O era nel corridoio, perché non erano in una stanza, non abbiamo sentito bene.
Non ho capito, non so, sicuramente era.
Cioè, potrebbe essere un armadio.
Raga, voi due siete i nostri occhi, Paul. Anche te, Jack, siete i nostri occhi qui. Perché io vedo ben poco.
Chi c'è? C'è qualcuno qui? Puoi avvicinarti?
Cosa?
Raga,
Cosa?
il muro,
Cosa?
davanti a Simo a destra. Il muro davanti a Simo a destra.
Questo?
Ha formato,
Raga, cosa?
raga, ha formato una persona.
Che cacchio è stato?
Raga, si è formata una persona lì.
Ma stai scherzando?
Lì.
L'hai filmata?
L'ho filmata. Sono in rec. Si è formata una
She said I'm
persona con
shivering.
una sagoma.
I would too.
Con testa, spalle e tutto. Lì davanti.
A creepy figure seems to appear but can only be seen through the thermal camera. Inexplicably, the figure seems to emit more and more heat. Paolo and cameraman Simone approach the apparition, and they discover something terrifying.
What? A dead body that's still warm?
Cosa?
What?
Fammi vedere.
Footprints?
Porca vacca.
Stai scherzando?
La porta.
È chiusa, tu sei chiusa.
Non chiusa. Mi sembra che abbiano anche ripresa. Perché mi stavo girando per venire a prenderti in faccia. E mi sembra che l'ho anche ripresa che stava chiudendo io lontano. Non l'ho chiusa io.
Paolo and Simone are shocked as the thermal camera reveals footprints on the floor in the room right next to where the figure appeared. The door slams shut and locks, separating Debbie and cameraman Jack. And now, they too encounter something terrifying out in the hospital hall.
C'è qualcuno che ci sta prendendo in giro? Non ci vuole far paura?
C'è qualcuno. Chi c'è?
Cos'era?
Jack.
Arriva da quella porta, c'è una porta socchiusa, Debbie.
Jack, c'è
Arriva da quella porta lì.
Jack.
Arriva da quella porta lì. Arriva da quella porta lì, è socchiusa.
C'è una voce.
Did you hear it?
What did it say?
Two nervous investigators capture a deep, breath-like voice on camera.
Cos'era? Porta lì. Arriva da quella porta lì, è socchiusa.
Yo, that looks like it's in one of them
Eventually, the
rooms.
team is reunited and they leave Chernobyl believing that they did in fact make contact with some of the ghosts of Chernobyl's past. I highly recommend that you check out Pit Paranormal's 8-part Chernobyl series. All 8 videos have subtitles in multiple languages, including English.
Man, that's tough.
Excessively haunted. Now, if you're a regular Nuke's Top 5 viewer, you know that I've featured the popular paranormal YouTube channel Really Haunted many times. Homeowners Lee and his wife Stacy have experienced increasingly violent paranormal activity in their home in England for years now. And it just seems to keep getting worse.
How she didn't wake up. I remember this video. It's
What's up?
My back.
Lee's wife Stacy says that since the bed incident, she is so scared of the violent poltergeist in their house that she often just avoids sleeping in their home.
I'd stayed in the caravan a bit before that, but that was once
was
that
the end.
happened, I never went back in the house after that.
Over the 4 months since I last featured Really Haunted, Lee says that the activity in his home has only become more intense and frightening.
That's crazy. That is scary. You can burn in flames, yo.
Stop. Sit. Holy
Lee says that he refuses to leave his home, regardless of the extreme poltergeist activity. But facing off against a malevolent spirit is not easy. Late one night, Lee hears noises outside his second-story bedroom. He gets up to investigate, but it did not go well.
In the meantime, we're gonna go for a national photo.
Yo. That thing just pulled him.
Something's shaking, door.
Something seems to violently push Lee, launching him backwards. And whatever pushed him now wants in the room.
Just sell the house.
Nice. That's the attic.
Just sell it.
How can it be doing both at once?
So is Lee's house, quote, really haunted? As always, I leave that to you to decide. To see the full story and videos of Lee's encounter with the dark presence that terrorizes his home, I highly recommend checking out the YouTube channel really haunted, unwelcome. Paranormal investigator Sandro Silva from the YouTube channel Casa Sobrenatural sets out to explore an abandoned home in Brazil. The house is said to be extremely haunted by multiple dark spirits. He's joined by his two friends, Macon and Climerson, as they carefully walk through the rubble of the deserted structure. The air feels heavy as the team reflects on the ominous atmosphere. Suddenly, they get an unexpected fright.
The skinnier guy looked like he don't want to be there. Look at his face. Bigger guy is into it.
Meu Deus do céu, Sandro. Você viu o barulho, mano?
And then they can be up top looking through the ceiling.
Cara, foi nitidamente. Quebrou, mano. Caiu, quebrou, mano.
Pesada. Vocês viram que caiu uma teia ali, mano.
Nossa, foi nítido, cara. Quebrou, mano. Vou usar o pé daí, mano.
Mano, caiu a teia ali, velho.
Vou começar a jogar teia em cima da nossa cabeça, é louco?
Tem alguma coisa aqui, cara, que não quer nós aqui, mano.
Não.
The three friends suspect a roof tile has fallen nearby and discuss whether it's safe to continue their investigation. But before they can even reach a decision, things take a terrifying turn.
Oh! Escuta. Passa, mano.
Passo, velho.
Oh!
Nossa, tá andando, mano.
Tá andando, mano. Você tá escutando?
Tô, cara.
Tem alguma coisa aqui, cara. Ai, ai, cara! Ai, ai, cara!
What is that? I couldn't even say that. What is that?
Você é louco, cara? Meu Deus do céu, você não sabe o que eu vi ali, cara. Calma, cara. Eu vi
Y'all moving too slow.
uma criança. Eu vi uma criança, Cleber. Claro, cara. Você não viram?
Eu não vi nada.
Meu Deus do céu, tinha uma criança aqui, cara.
Bora.
Meu Deus do céu. Cara, primeira vez, cara. Mas que uma criança vai estar aqui, cara? Será que morreu uma criança aqui, cara?
Cara, mas já começou a cair uma teia, cara. Aí você grita que viu alguma coisa que...
Boy, you go hold that camera.
Mas eu não vi nada, cara.
Ó, tá andando, mano. Tá andando, velho.
Tá andando, mano. Ó, meu Deus do céu!
Nossa senhora, caiu uma telha ali, cara. Você tá doido, mano. Cara, tem visagem aqui pra caramba, mano. Você tá doido, velho.
Sandro is shocked as he sees the pale apparition of a child right in front of him. He gathers his courage and checks out the area, but there's no one there. Then another roof tile falls and the three friends just make a run for it. So did the Casa Sobrenatural team capture the ghost of a child on
I
camera?
ain't going, yo.
Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out...
Okay. First of all, what led you guys to do this? What? Leave in the comments. Would you guys do this? I don't find excitement out of this. This could be life or death, man. If these ghosts want to hurt you, they can hurt you. Take my word. Believe in the paranormal, and if someone asks you to play Luigi board or any of that, don't go at all. But anyways, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, help grow. Hey, we here. A new year. See you.